Everybody's buzzing about Yamal, Rafinha, or Lewandowski, but the real key to Barcelona's future isn't who you're probably thinking of. At just 22, Pedri isn't just some Iniesta clone, he's pulling off stuff Iniesta could only dream of at that age. The guy's got this calm swagger, eyes always scanning the pitch like he's been bossing pro games for a decade and a half. This isn't just raw talent, it's something almost unreal, like he's rewriting what's possible. Long before the Golden Boy hype or the Camp Nou roaring his name, Pedri was just a kid kicking a ball on a tiny volcanic island 1,000 miles from Catalonia. While Gavi was grinding in La Masia since he was 11, soaking up Barca's philosophy, Pedri was out there in the Canary Islands, playing for Las Palmas, a club most of Europe barely knew existed. No academy prodigy, no wonder kid label, just a dude from the streets who loved the game. Iniesta was molded in the academy, drilled in positional play and ball control from day one. Pedri, he came from the dusty pitches of Spain's second division. Yet the second he touches the ball, body open, eyes up, it's like he's got that same Barca DNA running through him. When he joined Barcelona, Koeman didn't hesitate, just threw the 17-year-old into the starting lineup. The club was in chaos, the pressure was insane, but Pedri didn't flinch. He turned the ball into his armor, every pass cool as ice, every decision razor sharp. It didn't feel like a debut, it felt like we'd seen this before, like Iniesta had slipped back onto the pitch in a new form. Try pressing him, and you'll see why defenders dreaded facing Iniesta. The ball sticks to Pedri's boots like it's glued there. Double team him? Good luck. A flick of the hips, a subtle turn, a fake touch, and he's gone. He doesn't break presses with brute force. He slices through them with geometry. Before a defender even lunges, the ball's already 2 steps ahead. At 18, he became the youngest player ever to start a European Championship knockout game, carrying Spain's midfield through extra time and the whole tournament. Luis Enrique didn't see a kid, he built the entire team around him. Pedri delivered with 76 progressive carries, the best in the tournament. He made the team of the tournament and was named the best young player. A few months later, he clinched the 2021 Golden Boy, smoking Bellingham and Musiala with 318 points, triple Bellingham's score. The numbers at Barcelona are just as wild. By 20, Pedri had already racked up over 100 games for Barca and Spain. In the 2022-23 La Liga season, he averaged 7.4 progressive passes per game. Compare that to Iniesta's peak of 6.8 in 2008-2009. He's in Europe's top 5 midfielders for how far his passes move the ball forward. In the Champions League, his first 20 games saw him averaging 2.5 key passes and 6.1 ball progressions per match. Numbers Iniesta didn't hit until his late 20s. Against Napoli in 2022, he dropped 57 accurate passes and created 4 chances. That's not a hotshot rookie, that's a game changer. In El Clasico at the Bernabeu, under max pressure, he hit 96% pass accuracy and served up the winning assist, outshining even Modric and Kroos. But the scariest part? His consistency. Analysts track negative impact games, where a midfielder's pass accuracy dips below 80%. Guess how many Pedri had in an entire season? 0. Not 1. Even Iniesta, in his prime, had a couple of off days a season. This isn't just potential, it's elite performance, up there with the legends. The term tactical genius gets thrown around a lot, but watch Pedri for 90 minutes and it's no exaggeration. He doesn't rely on flashy dribbles or highlight reel moments. His game is built on hundreds of tiny decisions, each made a split second faster than anyone else even realizes there's a choice to make. On defense, he's just as sharp. He doesn't sprint like a madman because he doesn't need to. He reads the game, cuts angles, picks off passes, and wins the ball back in midfield like it's second nature. He might cover less ground than other midfielders, but he's always in the right spot. That's leadership too.
Teammates already talk about how he organizes the press, how he demands the ball when the game's fallen apart, how he controls the tempo in high-stakes matches like El Clasico or Champions League knockouts. Veterans have to respect his rhythm. He's that good. That kind of football IQ at his age, it's rare.
So why isn't everyone screaming about Pedri? Why aren't there millions of TikTok clips hyping him up? Simple. Attention. The Camp Nou spotlight has shifted. First to Gavi, the scrappy wonder kid who tackles like a street fighter and celebrates like a rock star. Then to Lamine Yamal, breaking records left and right. A highlight-obsessed world eats up Gavi's crunching tackles or Yamal's silky dribbles. But Pedri's metronome-like work, it's less flashy.
He's not blasting shots from 30 yards or bagging hat tricks. He changes the game with a 5-yard pass that flips the field. Analytics see it. Pedri boosts Barca's expected goals by 0.18 per minute on the pitch, compared to 0.11 without him. But to the casual fan, it looks like just another safe pass. His magic is in the sequence, not the single moment.
Pedri doesn't help his own hype either. He barely posts on social media, doesn't do big interviews, just lives quietly outside Barcelona. Forbes ranked footballers' social media engagement, and Pedri, with over 6 million followers, didn't even crack the top 50. While Premier League stars post every dribble, the gap in visibility is obvious. Plus, La Liga's global buzz has faded since Messi and Ronaldo left. Viewership's down, while the Premier League's breaking records. Pedri could dominate El Clasico, but a random Arsenal player's brace the same weekend gets more clicks worldwide.
Then there's the injury bug. In 2022-23, he played just 26 games. In 2023-24, only 19. When he's out, Barca's points per game drop by 0.42. His long diagonal passes, switching play from flank to flank, are among the best in Spain's young midfielders. Under tight pressing, he threads passes where most players don't even look. Predicting greatness in football is tricky. Tactics, transfers, or injuries can derail anyone. But with Pedri, it doesn't feel like a prediction, it feels inevitable.
In the locker room, teammates already see him as a future captain. They talk about how he demands the ball in clutch moments, fixes defensive positioning mid-game, and carries himself like a veteran. When Busquets passed the armband in friendlies, Pedri was one of the first young players to wear it. Leadership isn't waiting for him, it's already here. Awards will come. Ballon d'Or voters love stats, but they love stories more, and Pedri's got both. If Barcelona climbs back to Europe's peak in the next 3 years, he'll be the guy in the middle of it all. The Ballon d'Or always finds the conductor of a winning orchestra.
Barcelona's sporting director said it best. Pedri is the foundation we build around. His release clause? Over €1 billion. That's the kind of number you slap on someone you'd never sell, no matter the crisis. The same brilliance that once captivated Europe is back, just in a new form. Pedri isn't just following in Iniesta's footsteps. He's carrying his legacy forward. The greatest midfielder in Barcelona's history might not be in the past. He's out there right now, a 22-year-old with a boyish grin and a radar in his boots. The world just hasn't caught up yet.